Assalamualaikum students, I am Shakeel Ahmad, your history teacher. Our today's history topic is Sikandar Mirza. So we will discuss this topic under different headings. So the first one is the introduction of Sikandar Mirza. Students, Major General Sikandar Mirza was one of the 5 members selected for Ghulam Muhammad's, the Governor General's cabinet, who was not a member of assembly. That's why he was being called the selected. Sikandar Mirza had joined office as the Governor General when Ghulam Muhammad had to resign due to ill health. Before that, from May 1954, Sikandar Mirza was serving as the Governor of East Pakistan. After taking office, he dismissed Muhammad Ali Bogra as Prime Minister and made him the ambassador to United States of America. He appointed Chaudhry Muhammad Ali as new Prime Minister. Previously, he was working as Finance Minister. He directed the new Prime Minister, Chaudhry Muhammad Ali, to draw up the new constitution. 1956 Constitution. That constitution was adopted on 29th February 1956 and it was enforced on 23rd March 1956. Basically, it was a compromise between two important political parties, the Muslim League and the United Front. The United Front dropped its objections to equal seats in the assembly and no longer demanded full provincial autonomy. In return, their language Bengali was accepted as an official language side by side with Urdu. The office of Governor General was replaced with President. And That constitution of 1956 lasted for only 2 years. Now we will discuss the one unit policy. In November 1954, Muhammad Ali Bogra had proposed the one unit policy that the 4 provinces and 10 princely states in Pakistan should be joined together to form West Pakistan. And on 5th October 1955, Sikandar Mirza passed an order unifying all of West Pakistan, and that scheme was called One Unit Scheme. Mirza claimed new scheme would bring development and unity in Pakistan. The one unit scheme prevented East Pakistan gaining a majority in the federal or central assembly. Uh, Finally, the one unit policy was unpopular in East Pakistan and was opposed strongly in the individual provinces of West Pakistan as well. Sikandar Mirza later on dismissed the Chief Minister of Sindh and dissolved the state assemblies of Bahawalpur and Khairpur provinces because of facing a very strong opposition. Now we will discuss some other policies regarding modernization in Pakistan. So Sikandar Mirza's government initiated industrialization programs and rural development programs. In 1955, Karachi Airport was completed. Revolutionary measures were being taken to upgrade the railway system. Telephone system was expanded, and Sikandar Mirza publicized government provision in health and education services. Regarding East Pakistan, uh, uh, just like poverty rate, least involvement in the decision making process of government, worst food shortages, problems caused by severe flooding created more discontent among the people of East Bengal. So, after Chaudhry Muhammad Ali, Hosayn Shah Sohrawardi was being appointed as Prime Minister of Pakistan, and it was thought to win the support of East Pakistan because Hosayn Shah Sohrawardi belonged to East Pakistan. Sohrawardi didn't act as per the wishes of Major General Sikandar Mirza, and he demanded more authority. After 1 year, Hosayn Shah Sohrawardi was dismissed in October 1957. Hosayn Shah Sohrawardi challenged Mirza to check his popularity by holding a vote in the assembly, but Mirza refused to do so because he was afraid of gaining his own support. In October 1957, Ismail Ibrahim Chandigarh became Prime Minister with a collection of politicians with different views. So it was quite hard that the cabinet would agree on one point regarding so many issues. So it was the amalgamate of different people having different views. So that government of Ismail Chundrigar didn't succeed. Later on, Feroz Khan Noon, he was the next prime minister, and he was forced to appoint a large cabinet by Sikandar Mirza, and the objective was that in the cabinet all the areas should participate, and their nomination would be there, should be there. So it was the time of utmost political instability. So political instability increased, and Mirza's rule became very unpopular. On 7th of October 1958, Sikandar Mirza proclaimed martial law with himself as President of Pakistan. And on 24th October same year, Ayub Khan, the Commander-in-Chief of Armed Forces, took charge, and after 3 days, on 27th October 1958, Sikandar Mirza had to resign, and he was exiled to London.